What's up, everybody? I'm Blessed and Free. Welcome back to another episode of DOC TV. So, you guys already know what it is. Got your boy Tim Snow on from Texas Prison Stories. He's going to chop it up with us for a little bit. Man, what's up, bro?
Man, salute, Josh. Man, I want to say thank you. Big privilege to be on your channel, brother. You're the one that's blowing up fast, and you're doing it right, dog. I really enjoy it, man. This is my pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. Well, I'm sure a lot of people watching are, like you were saying, your subscribers are probably some of mine. But just for the people that are tuning in for the first time, why don't you go ahead and tell them where Tim Snow has came from in his life to where he's at now?
Yeah, all right. That's no problem. Tim Snow was born and raised in a place called Lamarck, Texas here. It's Lamarque. And I invite anybody to go Google this place. We're from a little spot in Texas that's kind of like Compton. It's kind of like Chirac. It's kind of like a lot of the shit, Josh. We grew up getting your first gun when you're about 10, 11, 12 years old. Get initiated when you're about 12. By about 14, you're putting in work. By 15, you're full blast selling drugs. Shit, by 17, if you ain't got a felony yet, you probably weren't in the streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how I was. Got my first felony at 14. I was the youngest man ever in Galveston County Jail at one time. I was 17 years old in 2 days. It's been a long, hard road, man. Like I said, 3 terms in, state jail, Texas prison, federal prison, white crip, gangbanging on count all times. It was terrible. Like I say, none of it was fun. None of it was enjoyable. And it was just all a bunch of shit I had to do, a bunch of mistakes that I made in life. And that's what we're trying to do, Josh. Let these people know your mistakes have consequences. You understand that there's no freebies in this America, man. They don't slap you on the wrist and let you go. They get your ass, you know what I mean? And that's why I like your channel, my channel, all of them. We tell them what's going to happen to them. We don't tell them how to beat them. We don't tell them, ways around them. No, we tell them cold ass, what's going to happen to you? You're going to get 3 trash meals every day, hang around a bunch of people that lie and steal and have no fucking credibility, and you got to live your life like that, man.
So for the people watching, man, that that are like us or that haven't totally changed their life, how did you do it, man? Obviously you're doing good now in life, you're working. Like, how did you get from Tim Snow to this Tim Snow?
Well, big facts, Josh. I got out in 2008 at TDC, and I walked that line. I wasn't all the way legit. I was driving trucks and committing crime. You know what I mean? Because it was ingrained into me, man. Like, oh yeah, this is so easy. You can go over here in your truck, come back here, boom. You know what I mean? It was unbelievable. I was doing things that I should not have done, and I knew it. You know what I mean? But I was evolving as a man, and basically as the last few years before I got caught, all of that had ceased, okay? It was the evolution of an individual. I guess all of us as men were supposed to evolve. The guys that stay in the same place always, they're the ones with the problem. If you're 40 years old still acting like you were when you're 18, you're not right. You know what I mean? If you're 65 acting like you were when you're 40, something ain't right. So basically what I can say, I just got to an age where I started realizing, hey, this is retarded, man. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth in. Because when you're young, Josh, I feel like I had a lot of time, bro. I feel like, give me a couple years, no big deal. I'm young, I can do that. You know what I mean? Give me a couple more, no big deal. I can do that. Go inside. Being from a place like Lamarck, Texas, and my brother wrote a letter about that the other day. Being that we were from Lamarck, Texas, we were initiated into gang life as youngsters. We watched our parents fight. We watched our neighbors get killed. Like literally 3 people on my street got killed in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? We've seen shit like this. So when we walk inside a facility, we're not afraid. You know what I'm saying? We've never once, nobody that I know, I've never seen nobody I know from my city walk in nowhere with his eyes looking scared. You know what I mean? They always head up. And we know we're going to run into some people from our city, little bitty town, everywhere we go. You know what I mean? So basically, like, I don't know, to answer the question, how I changed, I evolved as a man and I got a lot less criminal. Okay. But my less criminal was still more than most people's criminal, because I was still riding around with a gun, still doing shit. I was going out of town. And my last charge, that's what I got. I got a federal firearms case. And I was a felon in possession of a firearm, Josh. That's what it was. And people don't realize that that's one of the main things that you never will get back in here. You'll never again be able to carry a pistol. You'll never be able to defend your family right. You'll never be able to take care of yourself right after you get this felony. And basically, this last trip that I went to prison, I just had that thing for self-defense. It was not for offense. I was not trying to do anything with it, nothing. I was just in another city a couple 100 miles away doing what I shouldn't do and trying to stay safe, bro. So literally that federal bid, I got stories on that bid where I came in, did good. They almost killed me on that federal bid, stomped me down on the yard. I came home within the first week. I got a lady pregnant, though, my first week home. And that's when realities hit me. Like, hold on, man. I got all these plans. Because, dude, when you're in the feds, you have the ability to make plans. You're dealing with guys in 50 states. You can get rich in your first month coming home if you're willing to still be a criminal. But I just didn't want to do it, man. So literally this woman, dude, I don't know how she knew it, Josh. I seen her probably about the third day coming home. 2 weeks later, she called me and said, I think I'm pregnant. I'm throwing up. And I'm like, no way. This is too soon. No way. And she said, I don't know. Something's weird. And 2 weeks later, she missed her period. 2 weeks later, everybody's saying congratulations, and I'm still in the fucking halfway house, bro. You know what I mean? Like literally, oh, so I'm in the federal halfway house, not $1 to my name, brother. No vehicle. I'm 55 miles away from home. Not a chance in hell to do nothing. I literally had to just sit in that halfway house for 6 months and just take it. And during those 6 months, I was watching the guys from Houston, bro. They were having their friends come pick them up. They were having ladies get them. People were dropping them off money, gifts, clothes. And man, when I came home, I love my people, bro, but all I got was $40 and a big old hug, man. And they said, good luck. And literally here I am 3 years later, after $40 and a big hug, brother. I got 2 cars. I'm in my house right now. Got everything beat parole. And guess what? This year, I'm going to go get all 32 teeth replaced. I'm going to be smiling like you too, bro. So life is good right now. Like, honest to God, Josh, life is very good right now. And it's not because I figured out how to be a smart criminal. It's because I figured out being a criminal is stupid, dude. Like my dad told me a long time ago, you wouldn't have none of these fucking problems that you have in life if you just had a job, son. Nobody be trying to kill you. There'd be no police chasing you. You never get robbed, nothing. You never have to go retaliate. Anything that you're doing is because you're in these streets, son. Get the hell out the streets. And Josh, that's what I did, bro. I mean, like I was telling you about the little compound that I got right here. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what it is. You see, like I'm a little backdrop and everything. So I don't even like people seeing where I'm at no more. I'm literally got myself positioned in the country down a road where nobody's supposed to come. We got sensors, alarms, cameras. Man, we got everything in the world here to protect this baby girl. That's all it is, bro. I literally have baby Miss Texas. It's one of the prettiest kids in the world. Anywhere we go, people are just goo gaga over. So, brother, it's kicking in this amazing father sense to me. I don't know if you have kids or not, but it's just like even no, well, God dang, man, you need one, brother. It'll change your life, I swear, because I never wanted one. I thought it was going to be evil, but I got one, and it's changed my life. And listen, this is why I stopped doing a lot of my personal prison stories on my channel and just started going the other direction because it was very hard to relive them. Like I've never one time been inside a jail where I didn't get jumped. Somebody jumped on me every single time. You feel me? I've always had a battle. I'm always the white crip, and that's point blank period what it is. Nobody likes it, never, and nobody can't stop it ever, because that's what's going to happen. It's just been what it is all in life. I come in with these giant ass tattoos. You know what I'm saying? I got a big Rollin 60 on my back, big as hell. You can see it across the yard. Got a big wrist rolling right here, all kind of shit. Like when I walked inside a facility, homie, I didn't have to go join nothing or ask the guys, hey, can I be part of this? Nah, it was nothing like that. It was like, hey, Tim, welcome, dog, sit down. You know what I'm saying? I was already part of this. Like I say, some of my big homies run units and shit. When I got to the first maximum security facility in Texas, bro, one of my lifelong friends was one of the shot callers over there. So literally, I walked inside of his cell.
You were plugged in.
He made sure I did what I needed to do and made sure I was right, and we were fine. You know what I mean? It's been like that. I got to Beaumont Medium, one of the worst prisons in the damn United States. And a man that I played Little League football with was over there running that place for 10 years. And he had just left 3 months before that. And the only question they wanted to know is, do you know squat? So shout out to Squat from Lamarck, Texas, because the only question they wanted to know, they didn't care about no paperwork, nothing, man. They want to know, do you know squat? And I said, what? Of course, man. We played Little League football, and he spent the night at my mama's house. And they couldn't believe it. They were like, what the fuck? Got on that payphone, and they called Squat and said, hey, man, is this guy okay? Squat said, goddamn right, and y'all better take good care of my little brother, and hung up the phone. And that's how I walked into one of the worst prisons in Texas. You know what I mean? Federal system with a hell of a reference, bro. I like literally being from Lamarck, Texas. You're going to walk in, know people. And if you don't walk in knowing somebody, you're in bad trouble, dog. You know what I mean?
When you got the chick pregnant, you get out of the halfway house. It was the kind of like when you're in that place of progressing to actually be a man and get out of the streets. How did you stumble into YouTube, and like how did all that start for you?
Bro, this was amazing how it actually started. And I'm going to give you the actual real truth, Josh. This is something that's never been spoken about. You want the real truth? You want me to just give it to you, facts?
Yeah.
All right. Well, the real facts is, bro, when I came home, I didn't have a lot of time to watch YouTube, none of this, because it was immediately go to work. You know what I'm saying? I like I say, $40, bro. I didn't want to go rob nobody. I didn't want to sell nothing or anything. My lady allowed me to about 2 weeks where she was bitching at me, telling me I need to go to work, blah, 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 and everything. So anyway, long story short, get my job. I'm driving trucks again. When I'm driving the trucks, now I'm watching YouTube because I got a lot of time all day. And I refined the Big Herc. Okay. When I was on house arrest, I found Big Herc's channel. He was doing the questions and stuff. Refound Herc's channel and just started watching it because it's interesting to a convict, you know. Yeah. Then guess what? Lockdown 23-1, I find out about Death's channel. Okay. Well, Lockdown 23-1 was not doing anything about Texas. Man, I could not find an episode, period, about Texas. And then the first one popped up. Man, Josh, when that first episode of Texas popped up, dude, I was like a little kid. I was excited. I couldn't wait to watch. I was his biggest fan. I got my chick. I said, baby, come on, man. Let's sit down. Let's watch this Texas one. It's got to be good. Then when I started watching the show, he brought on the most lamest, weakest person ever. The guy was talking about allowing a booty bandit to wiggle his toe in his bunk and didn't kill the man. Well, that's crazy. If a man wiggles your toe in Texas, you're either going to have sex with him or kill him. You know what I'm saying? That's something I've never even heard of. Yeah, so why was this guy talking about it? Then Death labeled the thing booty bandits. It's the Texas booty bandit. I'm like, oh, no. You're making Texas look bad, bro. So literally, I hit him up, you know, hey, man, if you want to do a Texas one, my name is Tim Snow. I've been a Crip 25 years, 3 times in 3 systems. Let's do it. So he said, sure. Well, we did it, man. When we turned on the camera, I gave him a couple minutes, Josh, and he started bullshitting on me. Oh, the connection's bad, bro. I got to go. I'll see you later. Turned it off. I said, oh, well, fuck, I don't know. I had no intentions of starting a channel. Did not go on that man's shit wanting to start a channel, cared nothing about it. But guess what, brother? I'm one of those people, and that's why I did good in prison. Because if you tell me no or try to push me out, it makes me want to come back on you more. You understand? Like, you tell me I can't have a bite of that, I want to take the whole fucking cake. I've been like that my entire life. That's just how we had to raise up in this warfare environment. You know what I mean? You give an inch, they take a mile. And I've never been that way. I've never gave an inch or a mile. So literally when he did that to me, he turned off the camera and left me standing there stupid. And I felt like, God damn, I just got dissed or something. I don't even know what happened. I couldn't explain it to myself. And I walked into my wife and said, baby, I cannot even explain what happened. I was giving the man some fire ass shit and he just turned me off and said, bye. And she was like, fuck him then. Do your own, babe. And I'm like, well, do my own. Nah, no way. But then I started thinking about it. Well, fuck it, why not? You know what I mean? So literally, bro, listen, my very first video that I ever have, that was the one on the day that Death dissed me, and I stood up and did it, and I'm at 250,000 views on that one. But it's the one that I looked the worst in, needed to brush my teeth, needed to comb my hair, looked terrible, was halfway drunk in the goddamn video, and I never done that again. You understand? Never done it again, but I was nervous in my very first video, so I took me a couple little drinks, and like, the camera was killing me at first, bro. Yeah, I'm not the best looking guy. Yeah, my teeth are fucked up, all that, but I'm going to get everything fixed this year. But you got to understand, I'm now at 4 million views, unhappy with the way I like, but don't care because this shit is changing people's lives. It's helping kids. It's fucking paying my rent, dude. You know what I mean? I ain't had to pay rent since I started this channel. I live in this little compound free, thanks to YouTube. You know what I mean? I just got to put out the content, and I try never to put out anything that'll hurt anybody, bro. And that's why I really respect you, Josh, and love your fucking channel, man, because you keep it real and you're showing a lot of different sides of this. But listen, to get back started. So when I made my first video, okay, it started taking off, taking off, taking off. And it was a part one. Everybody was subscribing because they wanted to see part two, so I didn't give it to them. I said, well, let me backdoor. Boom. I did a second part one. And this is some fucking technique. Y'all think about what I'm telling you. My channel only had 2 videos. State Jail Part 1, TDC Part 1. And I had thousands and thousands of subscribers waiting on Part 2s. And I made them wait. Well, before I even did the Part 2, that's when I linked up with OG Badger in California. Me and Badger, excuse me, it's hot in here. Me and Badger did them 3 videos, okay? Badger's channel was at about 30,000 at the time. And I ain't gonna lie, I did not get a lot of subscribers off of it. Didn't gain much momentum off of it or nothing. But it allowed me to be known on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like, this channel probably will allow me to be known better in Florida today. His channel was West Coast. And when I knocked them 3 out with Badger, him and I talked a while off camera. You know what I'm saying? And he straight told me, hey, man, White Crips and Cali, we don't like y'all motherfuckers, you know, but you got a good thing going, Snow. You can tell your stories good and don't stop, brother. Like, me and Badger was back and forth in our videos, but he's a damn good guy, man. And he was the one supporting me from the start with this shit. Yeah, he said, don't worry about these big channels and your chance. Just keep doing what you do and you're going to grow, man. And Badger was the guy that basically told me, don't worry about that other guy dissing you, bro. Just do you. And it's working. And so listen, when I did Badger's channel, I'm Badger's most successful videos on his channel. If you look, there's a couple videos that are way older, but nah, it was Tim Snow that killed it on his channel, and he knew it. You know what I mean? And we were cool. Got a chance to even get Badger on my channel, and shout out to Badger right now. He's having kidney problems, bro. He's not dead. He's not dope fiend out. None of that bullshit everybody say. He's having renal failure, man, and we all need to pray for the guy. That's what's really happening.
Yeah,
but
man.
yes, I mean that's how it started with me, bro. Yeah, shout out to Badger.
All right.
So I explained that how I got into YouTube. That's kind of what it was. I just got dissed, and it was like, you dared me to do it, and now I'm here.
How's the YouTube since you made those 2 videos and you were nervous, and now you obviously got it out of the mud, bro, because what are you at, like 20 something thousand subscribers, 4 million views? What have you learned from YouTube throughout the process of everything that goes on with YouTube? A lot of people think it's real easy, and there's a lot of work that goes into it.
Oh man, there's so many, brother, you know a lot. There's so many secret tricks and things that you got to do on this YouTube, including timing, wording, phrasing, tagging, things like that nobody ever taught me, that I literally just had to sit here and learn for myself. You know what I mean? And bro, you're doing it too. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of guys that try, but very few just blow up, because there is technique to this, man. You know what I mean? This ain't just random uploading. This is like Tim and Josh now doing this video at a good time for each other. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Bro, just yesterday or day before yesterday, I dropped out a video on stories written by a current prisoner in California. And as soon as I dropped out that one, bam, about 2,000 subscribers jumped right up. You know what I'm saying? Well, about 1,000 jumped straight up. And that's my friend Tony. I actually helped him start his channel in California. Then he surpassed me, and now he's helping me back and build mine up again.
I'm going to do an interview on his channel, actually. I like his channel. It's solid.
Good. No, I like the man that runs the channel. He has a good focus. He does not care about it being about him, man. He takes no attention. You know what I'm saying? His message is what's important. And that's kind of what I was trying to do at first. And they forced it to be about me. But Tony out there, man, he's literally showing these kids the terrible shit about prison, Josh, and I like it, man. So I'm glad you're going on there. I didn't even know that, bro. Congratulations. That's cool. Shout out to you and Tony then.
Yeah, facts, bro. So for anybody new watching you today, Why don't you go ahead? Do you have any social media you want to give a shout out to?
Man, just Texas Prison Stories on YouTube. I don't really deal with that other shit. Like, honest to God, I do list it, bro. And anybody that watches this, man, I get bombarded by shit. I'm right now at 26,100 something subscribers, 4 million views. And when I say bombarded, bro, it's like I need a secretary or something because I literally work 12 hours a day. Look, bro, I work 12 hours a day almost every day. I don't have time. By the time I come home, I'm dog tired, man. Like I literally can't run through 100 emails and answer them all back, you know, all these instant messages and stuff. And I don't do it on purpose. Like I've never once ignored a person on purpose. But it's very, very hard to contact the viewers, man, because they want to keep it going. And you don't ever want to disrespect or alienate somebody that's watching you. You know what I mean? You always want to attempt to, but it's just hard, bro. Like I said, I got a 2-year-old daughter right now working. So I mean, what's that like for you, Josh? Right now, you're pretty new into it. Are they bombarding you? Do you get a lot of mail and stuff like that?
Yeah, I get emails and stuff like that, but it's nothing like crazy. And then I'm a personal trainer, so I kind of make my own schedule anyways. So I'm not working like you, man, 12 hours, you know, right when you wake up. I know that feeling. I've done that. And that shit takes a toll on you, man.
It does. Listen, bro, the toll that it's taking on me is I used to be your size, Josh. You can look at my pictures, man. I lift weights for 10 years straight, dog. Benching 325 many times I want to, man. Squatting, everything. Literally got my shoulder broken and came out, bro, and just can't lift no more right now. Like if I try to bench up, my left gives out on me, dog. It's terrible. Like I literally have to work now with barbells. I can't do the bar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this arm and this arm ain't the same no more, man. And I'm building it back though. I'm getting it back slowly.
Before we wrap this up, man, is there any negatives that have come from YouTube that you have to deal with?
There is. Yeah. That's a good question. Thank you. The only thing that I can see weird about YouTube, and it's not really a negative if you can be man enough to pay attention to it. And I've not seen you one time yet do this. And I respect you, man. Like, honest to God, I got big respect for you, how you run this channel, because everybody can't do it. The number one thing about YouTube are these strange trolls. That's honest facts. I did want to talk about it, okay? Like, listen, man, I started my channel independent, doing it myself. Just told you, I stood up, made my first video, affiliated with nobody, not connecting with nobody, and still have about 20 men in other states that are bad in love with me, man. I don't know what to do about this. Like, come on, listen. I'm at 4 million views right now, and the only people fascinated with me are other men. And it's strange. That's what's very, very strange. Because I'm going to ask you one thing, Josh. In a Florida prison, well, I know in a Texas prison, okay, see, because a lot of the guys, they comment on my looks and things like that. But if I was sitting next to you on a prison bench and I said, hey, Josh, that's an ugly ass man right there, you would look at me and go, well, which one do you think is pretty?
Yeah.
You understand?
Or get the fuck
You
away.
feel what I'm saying? The first time, check this out. The first time a man comments on another man's looks in prison, he's got to put a dress on, and he's a girl. You understand?
Yeah,
and that's the only thing these guys can, bro. The only thing these guys can make a video about me is Tim Snow is ugly, and I keep laughing and thinking, but you're in love with me, boy, and it's weird, man. So, shout out to the trolls. Cause I got a beautiful lady right here, brother. I got a beautiful. I might be an ugly man, but I've never had nothing but beautiful women, man. You know what I mean? So shout out to my trolls, man. And
yeah.
anything else you want to ask, bro? I just appreciate you bringing me on, Josh. I'm having fun, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, I'd like to bring you on later down the line, and we'll talk more about like the things that you went through in prison. Obviously, banging Crip, being white, and everything, but. We're going to wrap this up today. Appreciate you coming on, bro. I'll link your channel in the description. So maybe hopefully you get some subscribers out of it. And I appreciate you coming on, man.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm doing this with a big hangover and all this other bullshit. But listen, it's literally tops down Jeep weekend in Galveston. We got 100,000 Jeeps down here right now. We stayed up, partied, and we're about to go out there right now and try to stay out of trouble, Josh. Thank you so much, man. Listen, DOC TV, I'm going to share it out too. And you are the first man to ever, like I said, agree, hey, let's just share out each other's videos, bro. You're doing it right, man. And I got big respect for you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. And for anybody new who's watching right now, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn your post notifications on all. So every time I drop an episode, you can hear it first. And with that, it's DOC TV, and we're out.